What's the word, Bills Mafia? You know we gotta talk about it. Gotta talk about it, man. So, terms of the roster where we're currently sitting at, we know we made some new additions. Talked about some of the wide receiver pickups through free agency. Chase Claypool being one of those guys, and obviously we're excited about him. But I did actually want to go back a little bit, man. After the draft, we obviously signed a couple of undrafted rookie free agents, but one in particular stood out to me, man. So I figured we would talk about him, and that guy is Frank Gore Jr. So you already know what to do. Hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Now, Frank Gore Jr., yes, that is the son of Frank Gore Sr., who obviously had a season with us up in Buffalo. 16-year career, 16,000 career rushing yards, third all time on the list. We know that's Mr. Consistency, Mr. Availability, and Mr. Longevity for the position. And honestly, when you look at his son, they are very, very similar in terms of watching them on tape. In terms of Frank Gore Jr., when we talk about his ability to find those hidden yardage, and what I mean is this: it looks like there is no hole, looks like there is no yards to be gained, and it turns into a 6-yarder. And you're like, how did that happen? You watch him play, and not only does he have great vision in the sense of finding the hole, patience. Obviously, we know he learned that from his father, but he has the added element that his father actually did not have, which is the ability to make that long touchdown run. He did have a touchdown run on his tape of, I believe it was 60 plus yards. Something that obviously we know Frank Gore Sr., that was a little bit of the knock on him. Now, in terms of Frank Gore Jr., why was he undrafted? Obviously, we know we picked up a guy named Ray Davis, right? Who obviously is a running back as well out of Kentucky. And the difference with him is, man, you look at the size, you look at the ability to score and that short area quickness, but the size difference is what separates them. Frank Gore Jr. is just a smaller, more compact frame. Not little though, and I don't want to confuse the two. Compact. He's short, but he definitely has a frame on him, and he has the ability to take some of the big shots. So, like I said, with that, I like what he brings to the table. I think that he could definitely be, one of those people to push, the bottom of that running back room depth chart, guys like Ty Johnson and such. I think that Frank Gore Jr. could be a little bit of an interesting dark horse candidate in this scenario. So you guys let me know your thoughts, though, on the Frank Gore Jr. signing and ultimately what you're expecting to see from him. Like I said, man, I see some similarities with his father. Not saying that he is going to be as good as his father. We know who his father is, man. But I do think this guy could bring something unique to that backfield, man. And we know, even with James Cook up there, we rotate our running backs, man. We're going to use 2, 3, maybe even 4 of them backs at one point or at some point this season, while James is still the feature. We ain't never taking away that. But like I said, man, those are my thoughts on it. Let me know yours. And either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, just remember this one thing. Don't nobody circle the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.